Yeah, good morning everybody. We've got the old husk. I didn't show this last time, but I did get it welded in. I haven't even knocked the slag off. The welder, you know, I've told you before, that welder, some mornings you pick it up and it welds hot. You can tell the way it was throwing the slag out here. It was running hot there, but I didn't stop to go change it just for that 2 inches of weld. So anyway, we've got stuff pretty well. I don't have the balance springs on yet. I'll get that done, but I'm going to get my cable on this morning. I went and bought, there's 90 plus feet of cable here. It's probably more like 95. I only need 85. But, you know, sometimes when they measure, she'd measure out 30 feet and then she'd grab it a foot extra beyond the line and go again. And so I know I got more than 90 feet, but I only need 85. So anyway, I'm going to run it way out behind the mill out that way, because when you uncoil this, you want to uncoil it like you rolled it so that there's no tension in it, and that'll help it run on the drum and track like it's supposed to. So I'm going to run this out and I'll bring you back here in a little bit and show you what I've done. So I guess what I'll do is I'll explain here real quick. When you wire these, if you've got a mill that you've picked up and it has no cable on it, I actually am concerned whether or not the cable's going to miss this shaft right here. I never really thought much about that when I did it, and I may have a problem there. If so, I may actually put a fair lead in here and have it run over a fair lead. You know, there's ways around everything. But anyway, yeah, I might have frigged up there when I did that. I guess I could always move that handle too down to the bottom and put pillow blocks on that piece of 1/4 inch plate. Yeah, I might do that. I got a sneaky feeling it's going to hit on that shaft. It's about the same height, and I never even put 2 and 2 together. My best laid plans. Anyway, that's all right. We're doing good. Yeah, amazing how you see shit when it's all together. Anyway, they come in from the bottom on the further side towards the actual drive, and it will come around. If you're looking at it from this side, it's going to be going around it clockwise and winding towards you, and then coming off the bottom over here. The reason you have to wrap it that way is because when it gets all the way across over here, your 4 wraps will keep your line that comes off that bottom right there so that it doesn't interfere with your gears. So you have to wrap it that direction. You know, if you try to go the other way, it won't work. Of course, right now I've got this to deal with. I may be frigged anyway. We'll see how it goes. I'll bring you back in a little bit. So anyway, we're gonna come in from this further side. We're gonna make 4 wraps. Come on. Now, which way do I go? Over that shaft or under? Guess I'm gonna go under. So anyway, that'll keep walking over, and you just release the tension and you can pull it and keep going with your cable so you can get to your carriage. we'll straighten that out here when I get the carriage hooked up. So anyway, we're gonna put the cable clamps on. I went and bought new cable clamps because the other ones are 5/16, which they will work on 1/4-inch cable, but these actually look big for 1/4-inch cable, but they're stamped 1/4 on the back, so we'll go with it. Probably the same size, they just stamp them different. And as many of you know, the saddle never goes on a dead horse. This is your saddle. This is your U-bolt. So you bring your main working line in, put your saddle there, and the dead end, put your U-bolt on. And I've seen a lot of people, they put one on one way, one on the other way. No, they all go on the same way. The old saying, you never saddle a dead horse, you know. So, anyway. Guess I gotta go get a 1/2-inch wrench. I'll be back. Yeah, so anyway. And the big thing is, if you ever have an accident and you got these on wrong, OSHA will ding you. Just so you know. It depends on what happens. They can ding you a lot or a little, you know. There. And just so you know, it only takes 2 to handle the load we're doing. But I don't know, I've always worked around big stuff, and I always like the idea of 3 on. Just in my nature again. One of those things. We'll put 3 on right there and tape up the end so nobody gets pricked with it. They're only $1.60 a piece or something like that, these clamps, so they're not much money. All it really does is help on shock loads, but they shouldn't move anyway. Yeah. I'll just put some black tape on that, and then if somebody's down in here, they won't run that steel into hand. So we'll go to the other end here. I'll show you how the other end's done. So before you do the front and pull everything tight, you want to move it over to this side. And what that does, I've only got about 1 wrap on here, which that 5/8 will go 18 inches or so. So I'm pretty near there as far as getting back all the way. So, and you can creep these up. Maybe I want to get just a skosh more in there. Something like that. You want to be fairly close. I got about 1 inch. Then I'm going to pull it tight on the other end, and we'll hook up the other end. Get up in there. I gotta put it up into the bottom. Gotta thread that. I forgot I had that right up tight. Oh yeah. Go on there. cut off, so that's all right. Yeah, so that's what they cost a piece. $1.59, not bad. The local farm store had them. Jeez, I think that's actually going to miss that friggin' bottom shaft. Wow, can't believe that. Of course, I pushed the damn carriage. You guys are seeing a lot, huh? Yeah, it looks pretty tight. Yeah, I can tighten up the pulleys on the other end. I got like 6 inches of travel on those. So I'm pretty good. Plus there's springs on them. So we'll load them springs up a little bit. I used to have a 5/16 line on here instead of a 1/4, and I would run out of drum on my spool. You know, when they walk sideways wrapping. Can't believe that friggin' shaft is going to miss that spool. I mean, miss the cable. Talk about getting lucky. Ah, yeah. When I cut that off, we'll finish adjusting. See if I can get out of here without getting tangled up. Okay, that carriage is all the way back, and we are just at the end of the drum. Yeah, that's beautiful. I still got travel left, and I'm at the other end. And as you can see, it misses that bottom shaft. That is so friggin' awesome. Yeah, I'm real happy about that. So all I gotta do is cut this cable I got wobbed up in there. I noticed some guys got this on, it's solid. I put mine on springs. It had springs in it when I bought it. I don't know if it's an original thing or not, but I like it. It takes the shock loads, and I can tighten this up. The other side's the one that needs tightened. It's actually got, it's been backed off just to put the cable on. You can see where the nuts are. And the nut's almost off here. So what we'll do is, you know, we'll just Well, I ain't gonna without a wrench, it's pretty tight, but we'll take that nut right there. We'll go in there about, oh, I don't know, an inch. And that should make these cables so that they're pretty darn good. Yeah, we'll see how things go. I kind of like it. So far, so good. So yeah, so that's how I ended up. I just got to put all my belts back on now, which is no big deal. Guess I gotta pick up on the cable there. There we go. Oh, that side over there. We always got something in the way. But Carol should have the truck loaded with pansies. I got to make a delivery. She told me I could frig around here for 20 minutes to a half hour. So anyway, we'll get these, get that up over the idler. Get that belt on. Get that belt there on. Oh yeah. All I got to do now is I got to make a plate that's going to bolt on here. And it's going to run out here and just set here. It'll cover up all my gears. Keep the water off them and sawdust and other debris. And, you know, these things never had any cover over the drum before. I don't know as I'll put one on it. And I might also have to put something just to hold a little tension down on these belts. I got to get the power to it and see if it's going to want it to move the carriage when things are all at neutral. Which, yeah, so that's not the way it turns. It turns this direction. Them two are slipping like they're supposed to. So that side over there isn't, but it's fell ahead right now because it doesn't have the, you know, that right there is going to be picked up with this tension spring. They're balance springs, what they are to balance the load. So anyway, yeah, so we'll get that done and put power to it here in a few days. We'll see what happens. So that's the end of, I'm not going to do any more on this Husky build. As far as I'm concerned, this is the end of it. Next time you see this old girl, she'll probably have power on it. We'll be doing some tests. So hope you enjoyed. Hope it might have been helpful to somebody. And don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. I got to go haul some pansies to the stores. So you have a good day.